Imagine if you put 20,000 naira into a stock, and depending on how you average down, how you reinvest, and how you add little to it, in 1 year it could make you a millionaire. Sounds impossible, right? Yeah, that's what I thought when I started learning about stocks, but believe it or not, that is how the stock market can be. So in this video, I'm going to be breaking down in simple and easy to understand layman terms why people are so focused and excited about this company, and why it's suddenly getting attention from investors when so far it has been ignored by them. I'm here to talk about Chams, the Chams Holding Company, and why people are talking about it, why it's buzzing in the market, what it is, how you can leverage on it, key into it, and maybe get to be the next millionaire in your village. Who knows? So what is Chams? Chams is a tech company that deals in ID cards, biometrics, identification systems. If you've ever gone to the bank and seen where you like put your fingers and then your fingers is verified or your ID card is verified, Chams is the company that is the backbone behind all this technology. Chams is a company that was founded in 1985. It started in Lagos as a computer hardware and maintaining store, and over the years it has evolved into what it is today. So wonder why many Nigerians have never even heard of the company, don't know about the company, or don't know anything about the company. That is because the company has had its up and down over the years. It's a company that has seen slow growth over the years, but it has been able to sustain itself up to this period of time. It has gone from technology to technology. It helped when it came to the BVN identification system and biometrics. It was also involved when it came to the NIN, the NIN ID card. It has been involved in many of Nigeria identification core projects, though many are not aware of it. So why is Chams the penny stock, the next big penny stock that everyone is talking about? In 2024, there was like a sudden growth and a profit in Chams. In 2024, it made a profit of 14 billion, about 42%, and after it made profit, it was valued at 16 billion. And recently, in the first two quarter of 2025, able to make a profit of 270 million. Why before the profit it was able to retain was 391 million for the whole year. Why in 2025, for the first two quarters, that's from January to June, it was able to make a profit of 270. So if in the first 6 months of the year it was able to make this amount of profit, imagine what it could be at the end of this year. This is what is getting people excited. The world is getting into AI phase, technological phase, where everything is going to be online, biometrics verification and all that stuff. Everything is going to be all AI and science tech. So the world is getting into that science tech, and Nigeria as a country, we all know how we lag behind. While most of the world are already in this technological age, already moving ahead of us, Nigeria tends to lag behind when it comes to all these things. In Nigeria, there's a space for companies like that to grow, because Nigeria is still catching up to the rest of the world when it comes to technology, biometrics, and everything else. So there's always a space for that. So this company is one that receives government contracts or government support because they've worked before with the government. So they're in good standing with the government, and they're a stable company. So the government tends to work with them. And that is the increasing profit of the company. From 2024, the company has shown a marked improvement when it comes to their profit margin, their valuation, and everything, and this has got investors excited and over the moon. So why should you key into this company? The company is at the growth phase. It's at a phase where anything can happen. It's at a phase where there is still large room to grow. It has other competitors, but this company has room for growth. That's the beauty about penny stock. They are high risk, but when you key into it and you hold on and you take a gamble on it, there's a potential for a high payout that launches you to be the next millionaire. But let's be real. Everything that has a high payout, everything that sounds almost too good to be true, also comes with its own potential risks. And this company has a lot of potential risks. Let's not hide the truth. Let's not pretend. Let's not just gloss over everything. The company comes with a lot of risks. First of all, it has had its up and down over the years. It has had its slow growth moments. It has had moments where people forgot it exists. But for the fact that it has stably held on for 40 years shows that yes, it is not going to go down anytime soon. Started as a computer hardware store and moved to ID cards, moved to fintech, moved to biometrics, moved to online payment, shows that the company is one with a mindset that is willing to grow, that is willing to invest in new technology, and that is innovative enough to actually embrace new technology, innovative enough to see into the future and key into it. So there is hope for the company. Another problem is the problem of Nigerian economy and forex affects this company. See, when it comes to tech companies in Nigeria, they source foreign raw material from outside Nigeria. When you're a company that sources products or raw material from outside Nigeria, the forex exchange always affects you, because when the forex exchange goes up, it means the price of your raw material goes up, which affects your profits. The whole Nigerian economy and inflation also have a strong influence on companies like Chams, which is why it is a very high risk company. And also the fact that it has lots of competition when it comes to the market. It has global competition. It has other fintech competitions that are actually struggling to come into the Nigerian market. So there's a lot of competition. What it seems like in 2024 and 2025, the company is not willing to give up, and it is fighting for its own piece of the market pie, its own piece of the cake, and it is not going to give up. And that, in my opinion, is what us taking a risk in the company and trusting the company. So how do you key into this company? First of all, as a Nigerian youth, I know most Nigerian youths don't have a lot of startup capital. But the beautiful thing about the Nigerian stock exchange is the fact that you don't have to have high volume to key into it. I think I bought my first Chams stock at 270 and it was 5,000 naira. That's right, 5,000. My first Chams stock was gotten at 5,000 and I got it at 2.70 naira. After I heard about Chams stock, I went to read about the company, their history, their losses, their ups and downs. And since I worked in the banking space, I knew how important the work they were doing is, because I cannot do anything in the bank. You can't do anything in the banking space without biometrics, without verifying identity. I knew how important their technology was. I knew how important what they were doing was. So what I did was I just went into the app. I took 5,000 naira from my AfriInvest wallet and I bought Chams stock, and that was at the rate of 2.70 naira, and I watched how it grew. And in one day and in 1 week of me buying Chams stock at 2.70 naira, I noticed the stock increased to 3.18 naira. And I went in again. This time I went in with 20k and I averaged down and I bought more. And then I noticed it went up again. And recently I tried to buy again and I saw the stock was at 3.48, having ups and downs, but still at 3.48. That should tell you the kind of attention Chams stock is getting. It is constantly going up, and within 1 month, Chams has gone up over what many people did not expect. So how do you key into Chams stock? As a Nigerian that does not have large investment, you can start with any amount you want. You can start with 5,000, you can start with 2,000, any amount you're comfortable with, and you can just slowly increase over time and average down, and before you know it, you have more than you ever imagined. And if you're someone who don't want to share the risks alone, is worried about losing the little capital they have, why not gather a group of friends you can trust, people you know you can trust, who have integrity when it comes to money matters, honest friends that you know are your ride and die, that would never betray you. You gather these sorts of friends, 5 of you, 6 of you will come together. You can pull your investment together. It can be 10,000, it can be 20,000. You can gather these investments together. You can get Chams stock together, sharing the risks and the profit. It's like a mutual fund, but in this case, a mutual fund between friends you can trust with money. You get them together, you pull your money together, you buy the shares, and who knows, by 2026, you guys will be the next millionaire on the market. Chams has the potential to do that for you. But don't forget the risks involved. Never ever forget the risks involved. The beautiful thing about getting together with mutual friends and pulling a mutual investment fund together is the fact that you share both the profit and the risk together. They say mystery love company. So when you lose together, and that way you get to console each other. I'm just joking. But if you're skeptical about Chams stock, just get your phone, type in Chams stocks, type in their financial history, type in everything about Chams stock, read about it, read about what they do, read about what they bring to the market, how they get their contracts, how they make their profits, read about them. And if you're you that's interested in technology, in AI, and in all the new innovations and development that's happening in the tech space, then I believe you can actually make your own decisions on if you can key into the stock or not. It's not by force, but honestly, I mean that I'm going to pull many Nigerian youths with me to be the next millionaire in Nigeria, and I hope you can be a part of that. So why don't you comment down in the comment section if you're willing to put 20k into buying Chams stock, if you think it's worth it, and if you think it's not worth it. Comment down and let's see. Share this video to others who are interested in investing, who will be interested in being investors, even with the little cash they have. Share this video with them, like, subscribe, and let us go on a journey together into blazing a trail in the Nigerian economy.